Hey everybody, it's Del Pencil again, also known as Justin Stubleski, as you guys can see here on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna do another dungeon run for you guys, as I've been asked to continue to do this, to help you guys up your game and learn some tips and tricks and tactics along the way. I've been asked if this window on the left can be bigger. It cannot, but you can thank your lucky stars that I can do all this with my Galaxy S10 Plus. So I will be trying some new things with this. I'm going to kind of pause between these smaller battles because nobody cares about the hero battles. So I'll try to do my best to see if this new way of recording saves some time and just makes things a little different. So I've already done one battle. I posted that in the feed if you guys want to check that out. It was a mixed element battle. I was asked to give people the recommendation of starting with Ignis and Nova with the big three in that mixed element battle. That did not go well. Nova nearly died, and she had a sixth to eighth of her health, and it wasn't a good combination. Ignis didn't ult soon enough to be of any assistance. Nova was getting crushed in the front, and she can do that. She can be a good starter as long as you have the right pairing with her. So I threw her up with Avalon so we could get the shields going. The battle drug on long enough that Avalon's shield went up twice and got healed twice by Hyperion. So that was a good run because the battle went long enough. Otherwise, it would not have been as so advantageous. But we made it through. So without further ado, I'm gonna kind of pause and run through this and see if we can't shorten this up for you guys. And hope you enjoyed the ride along the way. Okay, so we're coming up on 10-7-8-5. We got our first fire or uh, earth battle. And the difference between these two guys is with the fire team, they literally come in hot. No puns intended there with that one. And the earth team is pretty good for the long run. They can take some hits. They don't heal, but you can kind of burn last a little longer. Whereas the fire team is just going to burn, you know, the flame that burns um, twice as hot burns twice as fast or something like that, right? So not to throw another pun at you, but hey, I'm filled with that kind of stuff, guys. So looking at the two teams, pretty even. Um, I'm kind of tempted to go with the fire team, but the thing with pausing and retreating is I can kind of test them out to see where we're at. So I'm going to run with both just to see um, who um, who charges the most alts. In this, I'm looking for Ignis and the big guy to be charged up before the end of the fight. And they're cruising right along pretty quick here. I'm just going to kill that. See, I don't want to use the alt. I just want to charge them, so I'm going to retreat. They were doing pretty good, so I'll test out the Earth team here. Adding my guy there. And as you guys can see, I'm not autoing the battles. I never auto even my starting battles. You never should. It's just best practice just to play them through to see how things end up. We're going to throw the shield up right away, which means Angus is going to be covered from some damage. The trick here is to get Sigurd to go down right away without any hits. I'm going to hold off from using the alt there. Throw up the shield again. And let these guys take some damage. I'm going to retreat because I could have attacked, but I'm going to go with the green team on this one. As you guys can see, advantageously, the shields were going up. I was charging the right alts. Angus was charged. Silva ended up being charged. So I'm going to run with this one here. I'm just going to put it in auto. Shields up. Angus is fighting. The trick is, are we going to get Sigurd to die right away? Yes, we are. I'm just going to use his alt right away. I'm going to save the shield because Miri doesn't do that much damage. That's a perfect run, guys. I got 3 charged Titans out of it. Angus didn't take that much damage, and the shield went up enough that Avalon is about half health, and she's ready to go with a charged shield. So if I hit another mixed element battle, it'll be very quick to go through. I'm just going to quick go through these while you guys are with me, because they won't take up too much time. Now I'm coming into this situation in a pretty good spot to have all the green guys charged. I think I'm gonna give it a run because typically if you can run in alted all up ready to go with the green team against a fire team, um, you can kill them within several seconds of hitting the line. So I'm gonna make sure the shield goes up. Everyone's gonna alt, and I'm gonna turn off auto. Ooh. I'm going to retreat from that. The reason being is that if I can get Hyperion to get pulled down to the ground, Miri won't be able to do as much damage because she has a weak attack. As you can see, Angus's health went down to about half, and that is not what we want. So I'm just going to wait until we alt. Everyone should stop moving. Angus is going to go. Turn off the auto. Noah's going to die. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, I don't know if I like that outcome. Try it one more time. It's just about seeing those patterns, guys, and seeing what's going to work the best. And that's what we're really looking out for. And it's all about timing. It's even the second changing when I launched that first initial alt can make a big difference in how this all ends up playing out. Perfect. I'm going to turn that off. If Silva charges, yep, I'm going to fire her arrow, and that's going to save me from taking more damage. So I have 3 of the most powerful ones ready to go. I've got Eden ready to throw her ult. I've got Avalon at half health still, with the shield ready to go up. And Angus, even though is at half damage, is ready to ult on the next run. So if I do an Earth Element run after this, they're going to ult right away. And I'm going to be protected. I'm going to get full damage out of Angus, and the rock's going to drop from Eden. So that is a good pull there. And look, I get to demonstrate that right away. So this is a good combination of being able to show you what we're up against. So very advantageous with this run. And I'm going to drop the shield right away. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have dropped the shield right away. I should have hit Angus right away. I mean, Avalon? I mean, no, Angus. Should have hit Angus right away. Because he can start attacking from the back line. Avalon will move to the front. We'll auto the shield. That'll allow Eden to throw the rock. And that is exactly what we want. So I'm tapping on that. So we're going to start doing damage there. I'm going to hit auto right now, because that's when we're starting to take some damage. Turn auto off. Okay. Yep. And should be able to kill him right away. Boom. That's how it is done. So Avalon is still at half health after 4 battles. Angus is down to probably about a third. So now we got to be a little conservative moving forward with Angus, not being so quick to utilize him. But everyone else is charged, ready to go, and that is a good thing. And again, I was going to pause some of these battles, but because they're just the auto battles, they're quick to go through, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to fight another Earth Element battle. They're just they're just too damaged at this point to keep on punishing them. So I'm going to go to a multi-team battle, and Hyperion's ready to go, Eden's ready to go, Miri's ready to go, Avalon's ready to go, and I forgot that guy's name since we're doing this. Not Malik, Arahi. Yep, so Arahi is nearly ready to ult and will probably when we get into the battle. Now, this one is... I've got Miri ready to go with an alt to lessen the damage of the incoming attacks. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. I will let these guys kind of fire away right away. And I will throw the shield up right away and have the lessen damage overlap the shield, because the shield will at least stave from being, will take some of the damage. It'll be used, but that's a good thing. I'm going to launch Hyperion right away individually so that she can start charging up, and I'm going to hit auto right now before I take any damage. And that gives Eden a chance to get a rock there. As you can see, Rahi already fired his ult. And as you can see, I'm going to pause it. Look at where Avalon's health is at. I don't like that Avalon has taken that much damage already, which kind of tells me I should put a character there that can take that damage. So I'm going to try a combination with Nova to see where that gets us, because Nova will be able to go attack the back line. So I'm going to pull that out, put this in. The other thing that I could do is I could throw Ignis in the back, but Marai would take a lot of damage, and she needs to be ready with the blue team later to stave some of the damage there. So Hyperion first. Wait till we get to the line. Throw it now before we take any damage. And everyone's firing away. Nova should be able to launch her stun now, which will stop Arahi from doing any damage. I'm going to turn my alt auto off and just kind of let everyone take their turn. And that's a good run. Nova took a little bit of damage, but that is acceptable because we'll be able to save that for a healing run with the water team coming up. Good. Yeah, so here we go. This is a good example, getting into the water team. And you can see that Mary is ready to ult, so she's going to utilize some of that lessen damage. So Sigurd won't take as much right away. And let's see. We're just going to fire this right before we get hit by Vulcan. And I'm going to fire that now. This now. Perfect. And I'm not going to use any alts. That's a perfect way to go. As you can see, Hyperion's ready to ult. Miri's ready to ult. Nova's on the verge of ulting. Sigurd on the next run, we're going to ult right away and have a protective shield. Now, if we have a mixed element battle, I might be able to use that and pair it with Avalon's shield. So I can throw out Avalon's shield first. Well, no, I would wait on Avalon's shield. Use Sigurd's shield first. Then throw out Avalon's shield. And that would give me enough time to get a healing boost. And if we have some weak characters, it allows us to get a good healing chunk back to kind of restore the team. I know it sounds crazy, like, what is that guy talking about? But again, the more you play and the more you follow these tactics, the more you'll see the patterns and the more effective your dungeon runs will be. We've also talked about, not getting your teams all the way leveled up. So if we look at my teams, because I've been playing for over a year now, I'm at 120 and 6 stars. But you can see that Vulcan and Silva are at 115, and my Ignis is at 119. Ignis at 119 is very effective in defending and attacking. He'll ult right away, or she will ult right away, faster in the defense for the Guild Wars or an attack, and that's why he or she's left at 119. Now 115 on Vulcan and Silva. Subsequently from this last event, when we were able to buy orbs and get crazy number of level up potions, there was just no way I couldn't use them. Can't sell them for anything. So I just got them up to 115. The trick is, guys, if you don't have to level up some of these characters, at least to a greater extent, you'll be able to go through the dungeons a lot further, and you'll be able to hang a lot longer. So instead of pulling 150, you guys play the game right, you should be able to pull 300 easy, no problem. And that's huge, because that means, I don't know what that means for us. I've never seen teams pull 300, with 10 players. That's 30,000 or more, if I'm doing my math right, for Titanite. So, distinct advantage for everyone. And then you can start using those extra Titanite orbs for actual sparks instead of using them for Titan potions. And that's going to help enrich your characters, your heroes in the arenas. And sparks are probably, outside of the artifacts, one of the hardest things to get. Now, I haven't fought a fire battle yet, and I've already done a green battle, so I want to do a fire battle so I can charge up those characters. Arahi's ready to go, so I'm going to hit auto right away out the gates with this battle. And it's good to charge up these elemental teams individually. I could have done my fire team earlier, but I did not, because I played my cards just right with my earth teams that it just made sense not to. So I'm just kind of waiting to see who's going to ult again. Arahi's ulting, so I'm just going to let everyone kind of take the... I used Malik's ult because the rocks were going to fall on me from Eden, and I didn't want that to be the case. Does that put me in a very precarious situation moving forward? Yes, because then I wouldn't have to have thrown Arahi's ult. So this was kind of an example of what not to do. I kind of panicked. I just didn't want to be in a position where I took more damage, and I should have just had my finger by the pause button just so that I could retreat and try it again. But I was too busy talking. Let's do blue. And again, everyone's charged up. This is going to be a good run to kind of show you guys what a fully charged team does and how to execute just right. You're going to fire Hyperion right out of the gates. So Hyperion firing, and what I'll do is Sigurd, I'll launch the shield. And I'll throw that. Now, I don't like how that's going. Retreat from that. I think what I'll do is I'll fire Miri and Nova's thing first, because they do get hit right away. Right now. Oh, I left auto on. That's not what I wanted. That's why you don't want to do auto. There's no sense in having all of those things fire all at once. So this is going to be a good battle to pay attention to, guys. Just bear with me as we try to make this happen. Fire that. Fire that. Get the shield up. Wait for the shield to go down and fire Nova. It's not working out great. It's not working out the way I want it to at all. I'm going to wait to fire Hyperion until we get closer. Sometimes relative distance between your enemy's character and their ult can change the way that affects the character there. There we go. That's what I want. Fire Nova. Fire the ult from Miri. That's acceptable. It's kind of too late to know now. But Sigurd is going to be ready to ult on the next run. And that's going to be good. Be able to throw the shield up. But now we're just at a slight disadvantage going into a mixed battle. But this is one of those things where I told you that I could, and I'm going to try it just to demonstrate. I will put Sigurd in with Avalon, their shield, and just try to see how this plays out. Arahi's the only big time player, and Angus, so we'll see what happens here. Oh shoot, I threw that up too early. So this is going to be one where I'm doing ults individually. But what the trick here is I'm trying to heal my Sigurd from the last battle, and this is a really tricky play. This can easily go wrong. And I'm going to go now. And now I'm going to watch for the shield. Shield is down. Arahi's up. I got healed. See, that didn't play out the way I want. Look at the health on Sigurd. Way too low. Way too low. He got healed along the way, but it's way too low. So I'm going to retreat. And my Ignis was ready to ult. So I'll pull Avalon, throw Ignis in. And again, I'm playing with fire. What I'm trying to do is have enough juice to kill all the bad guys. And, you know, have Sigurd get healed. That's the trick. Gonna get healed now. I did get healed. He's ready to ult. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It's fine. Probably about the same health, maybe a little less. But that's kind of the thing. You go in with a little bit more or less than what you had, you could be okay. I could have paused it, tried it again. I'm happy. I'm willing to take that. And this is my first full-fledged attack with this. So what I'll start doing is starting and stopping these battles for you guys, so you don't have to deal with a couple seconds in between individual plays here. Because nobody wants to watch this. I'll do another mixed battle. Actually, I could try my hat at this again, and kind of flirt with the whole let's try to heal Sigurd kind of thing. I'm a glutton for punishment, so I'll try it. And this time I'm not going to fire the ult from Ignis right away. Go now. I guess I will. Because Arahi's just going to go. Shield's going to go. Going to get healed. Going to fire that. All the big guys are down. Yeah. See, that's what I want. Sigurd got healed. He's not ready to ult, but remember, Miri is ready to throw her ult, which will decrease the damage. Which means that'll give him enough time to pump up his shield and still take some hits. And these guys are kind of all ready to go too. So I'm happy with that. I can live with that. All right, and this is where I'll get some pauses in here, guys. Hang tight. Okay, pick it up. We're at 10-802. It's a water battle, and remember, I just got done explaining kind of like where we would be at with Sigurd. Now, I am a little curious. I'm going to run this battle with Sigurd in there. Mary isn't ready to ult as I thought she was ready to, but Hyperion is. So that means Sigurd's going to take some damage, but we're up against a team, Arahi, Vulcan, and Ignis. So I'm thinking that I will take some guff from Sigurd, but if it doesn't go well, I could pause and put Sigurd on the sideline and save him for down the road and have Nova take more of the punishment. So I'm just going to hit auto here. Let everyone do their thing. As expected, Miri's going to do that. I'm going to let the shield go up. Throw that. I'm going to hit retreat because I know what the outcome is going to be. Sigurd's going to be down to about a quarter health. So I'm going to pull him, put him on the back line, and try to run it with these three. Because that's what you guys can do. You can rotate your characters in and out if it makes sense. So I'm just going to hit auto right away here and let it run. Because it's good to let Hyperion do her damage. Miri's going to throw her guff. It's going to help everyone decrease some damage. Nova's going to go. Hyperion's going to go. This is going to be a better way to fly. Definitely a better way to fly. It's hit or miss. I think the last time, if I remember, Nova didn't take near as much damage. But she will always be in the back line, and as long as Sigurd's there, uh, you're just in a better position. She can kind of sit there and not take any damage until Sigurd's gone. All right. On to the next. And I'm just going to pause. I'll be right back. Okay, we're at 10:8:05. Just looking at who we're up against. Everyone's kind of ready to ult there. Green might be the way to go. Let's see what we're doing with fire. Fire wouldn't be too bad either. I know what to expect from my green team because they're all ready to ult. And I could easily lay waste to the blue team right away, but I just want to see where this is going to leave us with the fire team. Is Malik going to be down to a third of his health? We're already at 71 Titanite. So we're just going to wait until I'm going to hit it now so that we can get some decent hits in. Vulcan's going to fire the cannon. I'm going to retreat. Arahi fired his ults. I'm going to see where this puts us here. Now, in this case, I'm going to wait till we get to the line to throw the first punch. Now I'm going to hit auto. This is going to go the way I need it to. Turn auto off. Perfect. That was a good run. Glad I went with the Earth team. That means I can save my Fire team for later. And I'll pause and come back. Okay, now we're at 10:8:07. No, I think I'll do my Fire team and give my Green team a rest. Kind of do the same thing we did last time. I'm going to let Ignis ult just before Malik is going to throw his first punch, so we get the most out of his first punch. So I'm going to hit it now. I'm going to turn auto off. Save Vulcan here for just a second. I'll use my ult there. No, I didn't like that run. I'm going to try it again. I think I'm going to wait to throw my ult until Arahi's ready to go. Let Malik throw that first punch no matter what. No, try that again. We're getting there, guys. As you guys can see, you kind of like, why is he doing that? Vulcan fired his cannon on Angus, and so I had 3 guys on Angus at one time. I can save that and use it to hit Avalon. And that would be a much better use of that. I'm going to fire that. Come on. Great. Cool. That's what we want. Towards the end, I know I wasn't explaining what was happening, but Malik got sucked down by Eden's grasp. So he was underground, so he wasn't getting hurt anymore. And, Ignis is on the verge of ulting. Arahi is about halfway there to ulting. Vulcan's ready to ult with his cannon. So that is a good a good run there. There's another fire battle. Thought this might happen, that the back-to-back thing kind of does. But what I'm going to do is look at what this is. This is going to be pretty accomplishable. I'm going to stop this and pick up at another 30 minutes here after this.